Hello and welcome to another update video about Link. Link is selling off today. Today we have movement in the market as we had yesterday, but they are all forming higher lows at the moment. Well, I shouldn't say that. We haven't got a confirmed reversal yet, but we see a bit of a dip today. So we want to take a look at the, let's say, the medium-term structure as well as the short-term structure for Link. Looking at the bigger picture or medium term, you can see we had a 5-wave move up into the March highs. Should be well known to anybody who's been following previous videos. Then we have this wave 2 correction at the moment. We had an initial dip into the micro support region. That initial dip, however, was followed by only a 3-wave corrective rally. So we could not confirm a low in place in wave 2 yet. Okay, after a wave 1 to the upside, we're watching for a wave 2 corrective pullback. Well, that wave 2 could have completed because it was a 3-wave move down. However, again, it was followed only by a 3-wave move up. Also, it would have resulted in a shallow and, in terms of time, very short wave 2. So we've seen a more extended wave 2 now. That's nothing unusual, also not problematic. The market still has plenty of space in this main support region, which is defined between $12.76 and $6.89 to complete the correction. Yeah. So if we go to the 1 hour time frame, then here you can see that from this X wave top, we started a decline in wave Y. This was a top of a corrective wave in May. This wave Y, however, and this is now where it's getting messy, and I'm not entirely sure about this microstructure. This wave Y seems to be a WXY structure itself. Now, while it is valid, it is it's not that likely. Yeah. So we have here a wave W, X, and then we could be in a Y wave down, which is again an A, B, C structure. This is not a great count, so it could turn into something different. However, it gives us short term some important levels to watch. Is it possible that the entire correction already finished here on Friday? Yes, but it would have resulted in a shallow last wave down. So don't necessarily believe it unless my wave count here was off a little bit, but the ideal target would have been 1035, maybe even 988, depending on which structure I use for measuring, but we didn't come down that much. Now, it's not a must. So the correction, I mean, could finish at any point. But I need to see a first break above resistance or a first 5-wave move up to believe it. At the moment, I'm still skeptical. However, if we are now looking at the microstructure, we can see that the market already formed a first 5-wave rally to the upside, followed by a 3-wave pullback now into a micro support region, and we've had a first reaction already. Communicated this micro support region already earlier today on Discord for Gold members, and we had already a first reaction. It's technically possible that this ABC structure is now done and we're turning around here and start the next move to the upside, which could be a C wave in a larger corrective rally, or it could be actually something more bullish like the yellow wave count here, which I would then follow, going forward. Do I believe we've bottomed yet? Not necessarily, as a first indication that we've bottomed here in this wave 2 pullback or B wave pullback. And again, the microstructure of the decline is the same for both. First indication would be a break above this B wave high, this last swing high at 1296. So these are the relevant parameters for today. Micro support is between 1149 and 1239. So ideally we get, I'd say, one more low or so. Also, if I look at the micro fib extensions, take the length of the A wave, I go to the high of the B wave, 1235 would be the 100% extension. So these are the extension levels between 1235 and 1199. They are just simply based on the microstructure, the ideal targets within the larger support zone. All that means is there are some additional levels to watch: 1235, 1221, 1212, where we have an overlap with that 50% retracement, and then 1199. If that doesn't stop the correction, it could technically still stretch a little lower all the way down to 1149. Below 1149, we have to assume a new low is coming. Okay, but this is a potential. We have a 5-wave move up, which actually finished here in resistance. Yeah, you might remember from yesterday's video, I showed you that 61.8 extension as ideal target for that fifth wave, and indeed it got rejected. So this is now an interesting Sunday from a micro count point of view, because we don't necessarily, because it's not necessarily all corrective messy structures. We have some parameters to watch. So that's my update about Link. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.